All right. Hello. And thank you for getting hard in Nate's backyard. I'm here today with Turner. Hi, Turner.
Hi.
Mike.
Hello.
And Kevin.
Hello.
As well as Nancy. Nancy's not in Woodhawk, but everybody else that I mentioned is in Woodhawk.
Hi.
This episode of Getting Hard in Nate's Backyard is brought to you by Temple Entertainment, our newest sponsor. Temple Entertainment is a one-stop shop for all things to do if you're in a band. They will book you shows. They will get you recorded. They will get your taxes done if you've ever done them. Go to iwantshows.com, and I think that is what it... Yeah, iwantshows.com, yeah. Temple Entertainment's obviously taken. And hit up DJ Temple. He's a ninja. He's a fucking guitar ninja, real ninja. All kinds of ninja shit going on over there. So go check that out. And then, what's so funny, Turner? What's so funny, man? Nothing. Okay. This episode of the podcast is also brought to you by righthookmics.com. Our guests are using them. They are sexy. Go to righthookmics.com and check out all the rad stuff they have there. Special congratulations goes out to the owner of Right Hook Mics, Big James Arsenian. He got engaged this weekend. Did you hear that, Kevin?
I did hear that.
Yeah, pretty wild. Another Alberta success story out here. He moved out here for his lovely lady, Brooke, and they're getting engaged. So good on you, bro.
You got a business partner now. Right Hook Mics.
Yeah. Awesome. And then, go to bignateproductions.com and listen to this podcast. And we're not really doing any shows this year, but hit me up if you want to record an album or want me to mix your show or whatever. It's good times over there at bignateproductions.com. Check her out. So, with that being said, I'd like to officially welcome Woodhawk. How's it going there, fellas?
Good.
Swell.
Yeah. Awesome. You guys have a new record coming out, right? Tell the people.
Correct. We have a new record coming out.
When? You're going to be one of these guests.
Yes.
It comes out everywhere April 7th. It's called Beyond the Sun.
Oh, nice.
And then we do the Edmonton release show April 7th, and then the Calgary release show April 8th. The Palomino with Cron Goblin and the Mothercraft from Edmonton.
Booyah,
Yeah.
Cron Goblin. Where's the show in Edmonton?
Sewing Machine Factory.
Oh, wow.
That's with the Mothercraft as well, and then Iron Eyes.
Cool.
Yeah.
Fucking A. Awesome. You guys went far and wide for this record. Did you not? You guys went out to like a holy fuck studio in Vancouver, right?
We went to Rain City Recorders in Vancouver, which is at the old Greenhouse Studios. So
right.
Like Feist and Tragically Hip and stuff. So they
fucking Slayer.
Yeah, they took it over less than a year ago.
Wow.
And we were fortunate enough to be able to actually record in the same room that so many greats have.
Trooper.
Oh, fuck.
Hot Shots, yeah.
Hot Shot.
Guaranteed Harlequin's been in there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was literally humming it while I was doing drum tracking. Not even kidding.
Nice. Nice. Who'd you work with there?
we work with Jesse Gander.
Okay.
One of the guys who owns Rain City with Stu.
Oh, okay, cool.
Stuff. So Jesse joined at Rain City I think 2 years ago. Could be a mistake. But yeah, somewhere around then. And then they moved from their old location to Greenhouse, and we had the privilege of working with Jesse, who we've not idolized, but loved for many years.
Yeah, he's done a lot of stuff you're into.
Yes.
Yeah, cool.
Idolize is totally cool.
I get through Idolize, yeah.
Been listening to that guy's stuff since I was a kid.
Well, pardon my ignorance. Who's he done?
Early 3 Inches of Blood, Streets.
Oh,
Bison.
really? Holy fuck.
3 Inches of Blood, yeah.
Japan Droids.
Pack AD.
Nice.
Dead Quiet.
Yeah.
Cool. Fucking right.
Wayne Grow, We Hunt Buffalo.
Nice.
Yeah.
So it was a good experience then? You guys had a good time out there?
Yeah, it was crazy.
It was really fun living in Vancouver for 2 weeks and immersing ourselves in a record.
Really? You were out there for 2 weeks?
Yeah, we lived in the loft basically above the studio.
Fuck,
for 2
that's
weeks.
awesome. God damn it, that's
It
awesome.
it wasn't cheap, obviously,
Right.
but it was an experience.
Well, that's ideal, though.
And as the drummer, being done in like 3 days, it was like 2 weeks minus 3 days of partying.
Yeah, I guess if you hit them hard enough and then you're out, what the fuck, right?
There's a clip in our video where I am literally just standing there while these guys are working, and I'm just like hungover, tired, and just like, why am I here?
We woke him up to do gang vocals because we're like, yeah, Kevin, come do gang vocals. And he just woke up, and I had a beer, and I got him to hold my beer for me, and we get one take in, and Jesse stops and goes, yeah, one of you can't sing. And Mike and I are the singers, and Kevin's like, well, fuck, thanks for waking me up. And so he just stood there for the other, like, 15
like, why don't you
minutes.
just sit this
holding
one
the
out?
beers. Yeah, in the nicest way.
Nice.
Yeah.
No, that's cool. So he was pretty hard on the strings then, and the
Yeah.
singers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he was pretty hard on all of us. He
He works you.
Yeah, he like really wouldn't like if he heard something, he'd stop you right away and just like nope. And I'm like, okay, shit.
Yeah, sure.
But he was also like very like positive and was like, okay, that was a good take. You know, like you do better, but like,
Yeah.
let's try another one.
Really creative too. Lots of good ideas.
Yeah, cool.
Like my favorite part is that he actually like just puts all of our amps in isolation, and we actually like all the bed tracks were done live off the floor.
Oh, cool.
So that's like my
And
favorite part. Is
you
listening to
kept
it.
them?
Yeah, we did.
That's awesome.
Maybe there's a punch in here or there, but the majority,
Sure.
I'd say about like 85 to 90% of it is all actually what it was. So I mean, that's pretty
Yeah, beautiful.
pretty nice feeling. It's
Yeah,
pretty
if you
good.
can layer on top of that, right?
Totally.
That's the best. Did he make you use a click?
We
Yeah.
wanted to.
And you wanted to,
We
and,
wanted
and he
to, yeah.
did.
Yeah.
We had practiced for like 2 or 3 weeks ahead of time,
Mm-hmm.
like every single day a week, just the same 9 songs to a click every time. So most of the songs were done in about 3 to 5 takes.
Yeah, that probably saved you guys a shitload of money.
Totally. Yeah, we finished recording the whole album in
5, 6
4
days.
days. I think it was like 4 days was all the main tracks, and then day
Yeah.
5 was just like, well, let's add stomps and keyboard.
Let's add
and then,
some 70s moog.
yeah, just kind of like day
Nice.
5 was just play.
Yeah.
And so we had 10 days of recording booked, and by day 5, I think we're already into mixing by the end.
Very
So-
cool. Very cool. So you got to hang out for the whole mixing process and mastering as well, or did you send it out?
Mastering went to Brad Boatwright in Portland at Audio Siege.
Oh, okay,
So we
cool.
sent that out. But yeah, we hung around for the mixing. I mean, we didn't really sit in on it too much because Jesse very much has what he likes to do and knows what to do.
Yeah.
So we left and we went on brewery crawls and explored Vancouver. And we were in like the brewery district of Vancouver.
Nice.
It's like 13.
Sorry, computer shit the bed. So you were saying brewery tours.
Turner's Instagram. It's all
Yeah.
me.
Oh yeah.
It's just a progression of Kevin's face getting drunker,
Yeah.
and his hair gets drunk too.
He starts standing up and like he just like the only thing on Turner's Instagram page for 2 weeks was pictures of me.
Yeah. And everyone, I just find a worse one than last.
Awesome. Fuck, that's a great experience, man. Fuck.
It was good.
Well-
So you're releasing. What was the date of the CD release again?
The Calgary release show is April 8th. The actual album is released on the interwebs worldwide on April 7th.
Okay, cool. So,
That's all.
and when did you go into record? Was that January or was
September.
it? Oh, it was September.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
We recorded in September, had masters by October, and then sent off for all of our pressing by November.
Yeah, cool.
So we've just kind of been sitting on it and kind of just waiting. And we wanted to make sure, like we almost went with the local record company to press, and we thankfully dodged a bullet there and ended up at
yeah.
a company in Toronto.
Oh,
So
okay.
that's actually what kind of not pushed it back, but that's why it is where it is in April.
Yeah, sure.
We do, however, have everything in
We do
hand,
physically
like,
have everything
2
right now.
months or before the release, which
Wow.
is something that never happens.
Never.
Ever.
Yeah.
I can't tell you how many albums I've released, and I literally picked them up the day of the show.
Oh fuck! I was mastering our CD in the van while we were on tour. Not shitting you. How fucking bad planning is that? Like, I didn't like that last mix. Okay, well, I'll change it. We'll burn 10 for tonight. God. Which we're actually sorry if I've told this story on the podcast before, but last time we recorded, we Stab Twist Pull, because we share a drummer. We split the studio time, so we got 2 weeks of tracking time straight to get a better deal. And so everything was really planned out as far as when people's stuff was. And my guitar player, Doug, he calls me up I was meeting him at the studio. He's like, dude, I was making spaghetti and a fucking boiling water fell on my left index finger. And I'm like, fuck off. And like, no, I'm serious. And then I'm like, come here anyways. I don't believe you. And then he shows up, and yeah, sure enough, there's this blood fucking blister, fucking burn on his finger. And so we only ended up getting one layer of guitar, which has really pissed me off the whole time. So anyways, now we're going back, and we're going to add another layer, and we're working on our next EP. So we're going to like re-release our second EP. Because, yeah, we'd planned the tour and done all this shit before we had the fucking album in hand, you know? And it was like, there's a bunch of stuff like that happened on that record where it's like, I'm never fucking doing it this way again, you know? You think the road to hell's paved in good intentions, right? And
You're trying to save some money, right? And it's...
Yeah, because it threw a wrench into everything. Because like, oh, fuck, Russ, get down here. You got to do your tracks now because everything's, you know, it just kind of screwed a lot of stuff up. But it's all good. It all ended up working out, just not...
With recording with Jesse's, like, we had planned it for almost a year before we even went there. Like, we sent him a lot of our tracks in the springtime, and then like he'd send us back like things he was thinking of, like changes and all that. And
cool.
Yeah, so we bounced all the pre-production off him for about 2 months to actually like, this part's too long, this part's not long enough, and then so his production's very well layered in there, and he knew what to do ahead of time and sent us notes. We'd send them back, and so when we got there, we just opened up the email and was like, here's what we're doing.
Yeah, that's the way to roll.
Yeah, and we literally spent last summer like every day practicing along to like all these songs.
No, that's cool.
I remember being like so fucking sick of these songs, and now I'm like super excited to play them.
Yeah,
it's just like come full circle, because there was like right before we recorded, I was like, I am tired of playing these songs, but I respect the process. And we played them, and then it was a couple months after we finished recording, we came back, we're like, nothing. Like, we have no shows, let's just like disappear for a bit.
We took about 2 months off when we got back and didn't really like jam or do anything. We took November and December off, and just pretty much like until we kind of had the show that we played in January with the Shrine, we just kind of didn't do much just to kind of level out a little bit, because we know we have a busy year this year.
No, that's beauty, you know, and Christmas and all that bullshit, right?
Exactly.
So. It's cold. Who wants to haul gear in the cold?
Oh,
man?
fuck. Yeah. No shit.
Right?
My band.
I've seen your amp.
Have it strapped to wheels.
Jam next door to you, man. I don't know that thing.
Yeah, lately all you've heard is the cowbell, I imagine.
I heard that. Then you're like, I'm just going to play some cowbell. Like, no, you're not. And he's like, no, I heard the fucking cowbell through the wall.
Yeah, been working on a couple records, so pre-production time with the cowbell. Fucking A, so you guys are gonna premiere one of your tunes here?
We'll give you the first one.
All right,
we have a
cool.
blog doing it at the States later on, but you can get the first one. We'll give you this one.
Okay, well, tell me about this song. What's it about? What is it? What's the premise? What's it called and stuff?
This one's Lawless. We'll give you Lawless. No one has Lawless.
Okay.
Lawless.
It's a song about renegades?
Totally about renegades. It's actually based off the Styx song.
Nice.
Yeah, fuck you.
Start talking Styx in Prague. You know, flipping this table over.
Give Nancy the mic.
Fucking A.
I don't know. It's a neat song.
Cool.
It was one of the last ones we wrote for the record. Yeah.
All right. And so lyrical content is about, like...
it's about escaping through a forest in, like, an old western time.
Oh, fucking right.
It's about an outlaw.
I love it.
Shooting your guns in the air, right?
Yeah. He's a long way from home.
Fucking A. We'll be right back. This is Lawless off... What's the record called again?
Beyond the Sun.
Beyond the Sun by Woodhawk. We'll be right back. Fucking A, that was Lawless by Woodhawk off the album Fuck.
Beyond the Sun.
Okay,
Fuck
sorry.
Beyond the Sun.
There's no album called Fuck. It's called Beyond the Sun.
That's the next one.
Fucking A, so you were just showing me the album art there. It's pretty nuts.
Yeah.
Got an orange vinyl.
Yep.
They're all coming out like that?
Yep. All of them. All 300 we did.
Oh, wow. Fuck.
We got a bit more than 300. They overpressed, so we got a bit more. But 300.
The CDs are not orange, though.
No? Bastards.
Yeah. Yeah, Mark Kowalchuk did our art for that.
Oh,
Front
fuck.
and back. He's done work for, like, In Flames and stuff.
Sure.
He has Clayman Limited with Anders from In Flames. That's their company.
He knows Hoax from Stab Twist Pull really
Yeah,
well.
he did a piece for them, too.
He's done tons of their shirts and stuff,
Yeah.
and a couple of their records as well.
Yeah, he did a shirt for us first, and then we loved him. He was kind of talking to us one time because we meet him at the bar every now and then. And he was saying how...
Oh, he's a local guy?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
fuck it. For some reason, I thought he was in Nelson or something.
Right off 17th, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we meet him over there, and he was just saying how he had done a bunch of artwork for In Flames, and he's never had a record done. He's never had album artwork, never had vinyl, nothing. So it was his goal to get vinyl, and we kind of told him the album title. We sent him the whole album, and he came back with that, and we just pretty much went, yep.
Fuck,
Good job.
right on. Yeah, it's cool when you work with people like that that are just fucking awesome, right?
Yeah.
You just don't have to explain really anything to them, and it just... Here's your money. Thanks for your good work.
Yeah,
He's not even like that. It's like, here's the album art. And then he's like, here's the art. I'm like, do you want some money? He's like, oh, I'll take some money.
Oh, beautiful.
A little bit more money. Yeah.
It's usually more one of those ones where it's like, hey, Mark, do you want us to pay you? I mean, if you got money, that'd be nice. Okay, thanks. Yeah, no, he's really, really good to us. We try and give him as much work as we can, and he's pretty good about having all his art be different from the last piece.
Yeah, right.
So, but he made our logo too.
Oh, cool.
So
And he designs skateboards and snowboards and
Yeah, I
goggles.
knew
yeah, it's art
that
school
about him.
skateboards. Yeah,
Yeah.
he has a skate company.
Art school skateboards.
Yeah.
Right, cool.
He's got his foot in everything.
Fucking right. Well, you got to be that guy nowadays, that's for
Designs
sure.
Burton snowboards and stuff.
Yeah, wild. Yeah, I
In
thought,
Flames is flying him over to Europe to do like a big art tour.
A live paint.
Yeah.
Yeah.
holy
In Flames bought his
shit.
ticket,
Whoa.
and they're like, "Hey, come out. We'll pay for you to go over there."
Fuck, they still have money?
They just released that new album, man.
Oh, yeah, because those are selling great nowadays. Fuck. Hilarious.
I thought it was funny when we first sent the record to Mark. We said, "Okay, the deal is like this is like unmastered and stuff. Don't show anybody." He's like, "Yeah, of course, man, no problem." 2 days later, sent it to Anders from In Flames. He liked it.
That's,
I'm mad at you, but fuck, that's really cool. Thank you.
yeah.
You can't really be mad at him.
Yeah, not for that. And then you
And-
can't be mad at Mark in general.
And then the
Mark's
dudes
great.
in Flames are so jacked. They're like, make sure you send us your records when they're done. I'm like, yeah, we'll send our records.
Kevin went and hung
Totally.
out with them when they were here.
Yeah,
Partied on their
when they were
bus.
here, they like brought us like backstage. We drank scotch on their bus.
What?
It was
Yeah,
like
shit.
I don't know, not In Flames, man. It was fucking awesome. Like, listening to them since I was a kid.
Yeah.
Pretty cool that they all bugged you for the record, though.
Yeah,
That's the
they're all
coolest part.
bugging me. It's like, make sure you send that. Make sure you send that. And like, Anders is
They're
like,
all
oh,
stoner metal
he's like-
fans, eh?
he's pouring scotch in a solo cup for me on the bus, and he's like, I'm so sorry, this is in a solo cup. And I was like, I don't give a shit that this is in a solo cup.
It's the Cristal.
Yeah, they're big vinyl dudes, so we're gonna
Oh,
send
okay.
some copies over there. And
Nice.
Send
Yeah,
them to
that,
Mark.
that helps to have fans like that.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
So, you guys haven't done a ton of touring, but you said you went out, besides the record, when you hung out for a couple weeks, but you went out to the island and back, or what?
Last April.
Yeah.
We went with Double Fuzz and Bad Animal.
Oh,
It's
cool.
just like a little kind of couple days. We did Victoria, Vancouver, and Kelowna. And then when we got back from recording, we did Regina and Edmonton, and well, that was it. We got canceled out because of snow.
Yeah,
the last one.
out.
So we've done a little
Yeah.
east, little west.
Yeah, cool. Anything wild happen there? Hit a moose, or
No,
bang a
moose.
bunch of hookers or anything? Or?
No, we had the
Pretty
boys.
tame, actually. We're back like curfew and all that. It was-
Yeah.
Curfew.
These
Oh,
guys are
you
very.
guys are those guys?
yeah, these guys.
yeah.
Mike and I are those guys.
I'm a
I gotta
definite.
get 10 hours of sleep
I'm a
tonight.
definite wild card.
Yeah.
We were trying to pick Bad Animal up at like 10:30 in the morning from Victoria because we had to catch our ferry at like 11.
random house.
And they're just like Stomping out of their house, swiping right on Tinder.
They did the Tinder tour.
They did the Tinder tour.
Oh,
Yeah.
jeez.
But it fucking worked.
The best part is they weren't even interested in them. They just getting them to come to the shows.
Yeah, it worked.
And then
killing
somewhere to
it.
stay after. Like,
yeah.
quit crashing your.
They were packing the shows though.
yeah,
It was
they did,
crazy.
yeah.
Like, it worked.
Really? So
don't
what's this Tinder tour thing? They just go on Tinder and hit on chicks
Yeah,
and come
they
to the
get
show?
to the
Tell them
place
come
they're
to-
playing. They just start swiping, and they say, "Oh yeah, I'm in a band. You should come see me." And then all these girls show up. Like, oh, who
Totally
are you?
worked.
Holy
You're here for him
fuck.
too?
Wow.
I was like stuck. Like when we were on the ferry, we all crammed into our bus, and we're all crammed in the back. I couldn't even get my hands out to get my own phone to at least like waste some time. And like these guys are all beside me, just swiping, man. And it's just, and I'm just, what's happening around me? Like, this is been out of the game for a while, I guess.
Yeah. You can tell when you're locked down. Eh? Like, how do you do this? The key is to do that on Grindr.
There you go.
You're not tricking me this time, sir.
So I signed up.
There's lots of really well-toned guys here. What's up with that?
I feel like we should mention that time we opened for Airborne.
Yeah. How was that?
Kevin subtly dropped that somehow.
Yeah, yeah, that was a thing that happened.
In Vancouver, right?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, we
Mike,
were.
what happened?
We were recording, and in the middle of doing some.
This was
vocal
during
takes,
recording.
Yeah, just
Fuck.
Yeah, we
nuts.
stopped, left, and then came back to record and do it.
So basically, what happened was Ryan from We Hunt Buffalo got a message saying, "Hey, we need someone to open for Airborne," and they unfortunately couldn't do it. So he was trying to come up with who could fill that spot, and so he said, "Hey, Woodhawk's in town. They've got all their gear here. They're ready to play. Why don't you get them to open for Airborne?" So he sent a message to Turner. He was in the middle of doing was it vocal takes? Guitar. And didn't get the message, so he sends the message to Jesse and says, "Tell Turner to check his messages. It's important." And so it says, "By the way, we have a spot opening for Airborne at the Commodore." So Jesse stops recording right there. It's like, okay, forget this take. There's more
Mid-take.
important things going on here. Checks the messages, and like within minutes, we were on the bill for opening for Airborne.
Fuck, that's awesome.
For a sold-out Commodore.
Sold out.
1,500 people.
Yeah,
Fucking right.
And we still, I think the day of the show, we recorded until about 4:30. Then we had like a 5:30 sound check. Fucking rushed to get all the shit in the bus. And drove all the way over to the Commodore for like our sound check, and then rushed all the way back after we were all done the show at the end of the night. And then 9 a.m. the next day, vocal tracking, just like it was like a small little skip
Blip.
in the middle, like
Yeah.
a little detour.
It was a pretty intense fucking blip in the
it
middle.
was a pretty intense blip.
And I mean, you don't have to answer this if you don't want to, but I think people, especially if they don't play, think like, oh, so that paid for your recording, right?
It did
Did
not.
we get paid?
We did get paid.
Like $100?
A little bit more than that. Like we got an okay amount of money.
Oh, okay.
We sold
But-
a lot of stuff too.
Oh, and you had your merch with you?
Merch.
Oh,
We
fuck
probably
you.
made more from merch
Yeah,
because we luckily we're set up right next to the Wild. They have a huge fan base.
Yeah.
So we sold a ton of stuff. Vancouver people love tank tops. They love them.
All tank tops.
My
Yeah,
God.
all of our tank tops.
All the tank tops. We're like, we're never going to sell these.
Yeah,
Vancouver.
right. Who ordered these?
So before we go next time, just buy like 100 tank tops.
Yeah, no doubt.
We had like one small left, and every like other dude was like, "Yo, you got that in a large?" No, I
And
don't.
we carried
Got it
that.
small though, bro.
We carried that one small tank top across the rest of Canada, pretty much. Like
Until it's sold in
until we get back
Calgary.
to Vancouver.
Yeah,
Nice.
Yeah, but no, we did okay. We didn't do great.
Yeah.
We did okay. We did better than normal. Does that make sense? That
Yeah,
kinda sum it
yeah.
up.
I mean, my old band, we opened for Iced Earth, and we had like fucking 3 feet of stage, and like they gave us $100.
Oh yeah.
And you're like, oh, okay, rad. You
Our
know,
guitar
like we were
chords
just
were
happy to
loose.
open. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
We were just pumped to play in front of that many people, and the money didn't matter at all. But it's just people think like, oh fuck, must have made sold out, right? Made 10 grand that night. Like, nah.
Our guitar chords weren't even prepared for this kind of show. Like these guys couldn't get within 10 feet of me because of the size of the stage and just how you're not really prepared to have 35 feet of fucking chords. And we're a 3-piece on a massive stage, so it's like
used to playing the ship and anchor.
Mike is way over there, turns way on the other side, and I'm just like in the middle. I'm just like, having a good time. Like, I feel like a front man essentially. 'Cause I'm essentially double backlined because there's the airborne drums and the wild drums and then me.
Yeah.
It was weird being in the middle. Yeah. And like these guys would come over and be like, hey, how's it going? But it's like 10 feet away still.
Yeah. I thought the weirdest part was like we're so used to playing like small bars and like Palomino and Dickens and all the places here.
Sure.
And then being at the Commodore where there's like the guardrail and then you're on the stage that still goes back and you're like 10 feet away from people.
Right.
And, like if you're used to being like a foot away from someone's face,
yeah,
you just get thrown on to like a 6 foot tall stage 10 foot back from anybody. You're like, what the hell am I supposed to do?
Yeah.
Like,
there's no way.
I think the funniest thing is getting ready to go on. They've got the whole stage clear, doing the lights and everything. Like, whoa, we should go put like a beer on stage or whatever. That's what we normally do at a local show. So you walk out, go set the beer on the stage. All of a sudden, there's 500 people in front of you cheering because someone walked out on stage. Like, wait, what? This isn't right.
And then I remember you came back, and I was like, hey, Mike, you go put my beers out for me? He's like, no, you go. So I walk out, put my beers, and cheers. I'm like, fuck.
It's not that important, guys. Calm down.
Yeah, it's definitely not the Tubby Dog gig where you gotta worry about getting your teeth smashed out by the fucking mic stand, right?
yeah.
Speaking of which, you got your teeth smashed out lately, eh, Kevin?
Sure did. I'm super Canadian.
Isn't that fucking weird?
Yeah.
Why don't you tell everybody what the fuck happened there?
I got hit in the face with a hockey puck.
Oof.
It's pretty much just
because you were refereeing some hockey?
I was refereeing some men's league hockey, and I got hit in the face with a hockey puck.
Is that another thing where you get like $20 a night?
Pretty much, yeah. It's like I just like the game, and I'm going to officiate a game, and basically grown-up babysitting. You're just telling other grown men, because they can't be trusted to play a leisure game alone. They need 2 other people to supervise them. And so I
kind of makes sense.
I caught a puck in the face, and that was a super exciting January.
So it busted out your 2 front teeth.
Knocked my 2 top teeth right out.
And then it's basically killed your bottom 2 teeth.
It killed my bottom 2 teeth, a bunch of stitches. My lips are all fucking weird looking.
That's fucking so lame.
Yeah.
So,
but I got a benefit show coming up, you know? Got a benefit show to hopefully pay for some new teeth.
Yeah.
Because fucking teeth are expensive.
Well, at least get the wooden ones, at least.
Oh, yeah. You would not believe that's not the first time I've heard that.
Dude, you should do like Taco and fucking get... Because it's the same price, apparently, to get chrome teeth.
Dude, the front 2. If it was the side, I would potentially maybe get a gold tooth. But the front 2, I would look fucking ridiculous. And also, I'm not that fucking tough, man.
Yeah,
I'm not that tough. I just want
You'd just be in every hip-hop video.
Well, there's a lot of hip-hop videos in Calgary, for sure.
Well, and not to get off this too much, we were talking about Jason Rouse earlier, and he has grills, like chrome grills that he puts on. It's fucking hilarious. He's like, oh yeah, I know tons of hip-hop guys in LA. Yeah. Kevin Nelson needs new teeth, a benefit show. Saturday, March 18th at the Palomino. So go down there and throw...
I promise anybody that comes...
Bring teeth.
Bring teeth. Yeah, that'd be sweet. That's better than money. You know, if you're like, better than money, bring me some fucking teeth.
All those children's stolen teeth, just bring them back.
But I'm like throwing out that I'm going to take a bunch of really drunken toothless selfies that night.
Oh, yeah. I like that.
Because I've come to embrace it, and I think it's fucking hilarious.
Well, the price you were telling me, you got to sell those. You got to be like one of those Japanese people that runs up and takes a picture of you and charges $600.
Yeah, well, you know, like toonie pictures will fucking roll.
Yeah, cool.
It's like a little UNICEF box around your neck all night.
Yeah. Except it's like a shot glass.
Are you doing shots of money?
I basically expect not to be able to play my songs that night. Everybody's a tooth fairy at this show, man. Seriously, everything's it's crazy. Teeth are expensive, and
Should I get sponsored by some big dentist?
Sensodyne.
Big dentite.
Colgate sponsors.
Listerine brings you. Yeah, anti-dentite, yeah. This brought to you by Big Dentite.
No?
What's that? What's going on over there?
We got another big show coming up.
Oh, yeah, you're trying to get fucking Turner to spill the beans to say he wouldn't spill?
Which one?
Which one?
For Truck Fighters?
Which massive show do we have coming up?
Yeah, we're also opening for Truck Fighters in 2 weeks.
Oh, fuck yeah.
At Distortion with We Hunt Buffalo and Yawning Man.
Cool. Oh, is that the 420 Fest thing?
No, it's just like a little bit.
But all those bands are on that too, right? No. Isn't Truck Fighter on that?
420's like...
Oh, that's a separate show, sorry.
It's on 420.
Not March.
That's a big difference, yeah, I guess. Yeah. Whole month. Thanks, Kevin, for clarifying. Maybe nobody should go to his teeth benefit.
Truck Fighters' first show in Calgary.
And aren't they from Sweden or some shit?
Yeah, they're great. Mike and I went and saw them in Edmonton like 3 or 4 years ago. It's the most high energy show you'll ever see.
Oh, yeah?
They're unreal.
And kind of, are they like stoner metal kind of, or
they're
stoner
like
rock,
stoner
or?
Rock. They're very well refined, like desert rock. Like they're fast still.
Oh, okay,
they're not
cool.
super slow doomy, but
Right.
they're
Very
great.
riffy.
Lots of fuzz.
Lot of fuzz.
Do you guys like Black Pussy?
Go
we
on.
played with Black Pussy at Vantopia.
Oh, you played with them in Manitoba?
At Vantopia.
Fuck, did they have their fucking merch game down, eh?
Yes, they do.
Jesus Christ. Because they played the same night as Metal Fest this year at Distortion. And fucking, I came in there, and they had the same shirt, but in like every single color. And I was like, holy fuck, that was just like one
and
design.
Mans and
Yeah, and fuck, you just
70s.
watch them counting the fucking money over there. Like, that really is merch is the name of the game, man. It is a band.
Yeah.
The Shrine,
It's the only-
those guys were killing it.
Shrine
When we played
had
with them,
a really
they
big
only
merch
bought like a
spread.
couple garbage bags full of merch, selling out of everything. People were buying everything. It was crazy.
That's fucking awesome.
Did the drummer from Black Pussy chug a beer?
I don't know, because I was at Metal Fest,
Oh, okay.
like all until like 3 a.m. when I showed
Forever.
up at Distortion.
That guy downs a pint in like a second and a half or something like that. Like
Oh.
when they were on their tour, like every night he like someone challenges him to it.
Oh
And I
yeah,
remember watching it and
you
stuff.
end
And
up
like
becoming that guy.
when we were at Vantopia, Brett from Kron Goblin challenged him twice. Like no fucking way. Fucking got his ass whooped twice in a row. That
Really?
dude just fucking down.
Yeah.
Just one of those.
Oh, and this is the guy from Truck Fighter, you're saying?
No, the drummer from Black Pussy.
Oh, the drummer for okay, yeah. See, when you grow up in America, drinking is treated much differently. And, when you get into college, you binge drink like an asshole.
Yeah.
It's super dumb, I think. But fucking A. Cool. Well, let's listen to another tune. Throw another one at us here if you don't mind.
Why don't you play the one with the video?
Yeah, the High Priest. That's the
The
one we
High
did
Priest?
a video. This is the first song we released.
Oh, okay.
We did the video and stuff off. It's online somewhere, and yeah, the High
Okay.
Priest. It's the first song we recorded when we got to Vancouver. And
Okay, cool.
What's it about?
Yeah, what's it about? Is it about...
Someone
It's
who's
about Paige from Cobra and the Lotus, isn't it? Or Cobra
It's
from
not
Cobra
about
and
getting
the Lotus.
high, as I found out.
Because she called... Don't they have a song, The High Priestess? She or something. Anyway, sorry, I'm ridiculous.
I remember when they were still based out of Calgary, and I was.
They are, still.
Are they still here?
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Oh fuck, man! I was in their first music video.
Really? Oh, yeah.
House party
In the house party. So me and my fucking buddy, they filmed it in like really weird ways. So like they had like the guitar player, bass player, and Paige was up front, and there's the crowd in behind her.
Yeah.
And they tried to make it look like the drummer was like playing, but he wasn't. And me and my buddy are just standing there hitting sticks on the kit, like assholes. Because they're like,
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
free beer if you come. And we're just like picking cymbals up, like.
Holy shit.
And then they cut to the scene of the drummer, and everyone's just standing around like.
Fuck, I wonder if Griffin was the drummer back
Griffin
then.
was the drummer back then.
Oh, hilarious. He must hate
Griffin.
you. He probably still hates you to this day.
They
He's like,
told
"I
him that
hate
they were going to
guy."
do that, and he left. He fucking left. We left for like an hour. They're like, yeah, we're gonna do the shot like where it's from the front. We can't see the drums. There's no point filming. I was like, well, we can fucking get food or something. He fucking left.
Yeah,
I need to see
Griffin's
this
hard as
video.
fuck. Yeah.
So no, this is not about Cobra and the Lotus. But
Okay. Fun story, anyway. No, cool.
This
yeah,
is the
right
high
on. So it's about like fucking aliens or something.
about fucking aliens.
Fucking A. We'll be right back.
They say I'm evil. They say I'm cruel. I say I'm chosen by you. So I walk down this crooked path to try and cleanse my dirty hands. I've been enabled with too much power, but I am no son of God, just a chosen one. I am the high priest, bow down to me. I am the high priest, bow down to me. This corrupt system in which you believe, an outdated prophet that stays concrete. So you speak in twisted tongues, no chance of change for fear of being wrong. I've been enabled with too much power, but I am no son of God, just a chosen one. I am the high priest, bow down to me. I
fucking A. That was High Priestess by Woodhawk. Fucking killer.
High Priest.
Love it. High Priest, sorry.
Off the album Beyond the Sun.
Beyond the Sun.
Fuck Beyond the Sun.
The high priest.
You gotta get stickers, fuck stickers, to put on each album. So, you were just telling me you got an interesting, what do you call that when somebody comes on your record? What's that called? A cameo. There we go.
Oh, can we
Nancy's
put
the Googler.
feet?
A neat featuring while you were out in Vancouver. What happened there?
Yeah, we're good friends with the guys from Dead Quiet, and I'm a huge Kevin Keegan, Barn Burner fan, Dead Quiet, all that kind of stuff. We went out when we were done the record. Everything was done. We went out and got drunk at a bar in Vancouver that just so happens where Kevin Keegan from Dead Quiet and stuff works at. Finished his shift, got absolutely loaded with him, and he said, "Oh man, just let me come and riff around and just see if I can come up with a part, and let me sing something on your record." And I'm like, "Yeah, man, totally." So I went home, loaded.
Just go home. You're like, "That's never gonna happen."
It's fine. I sent him a bunch of the pre-production demos of stuff. I'm like, you know what? Here's 6 songs.
Yeah.
See you in the morning. And then I get a text from him in the morning. It's like, dude, I wrote a part. So he wrote a part.
Cool.
And then so it was our one day off. Jesse comes by the studio to pick some stuff up, and we're like, "Hey man, how's it going?" And it's like, "Oh, not too bad." And that's how a typical conversation goes.
It's exactly what Jesse
And then
sounds.
we said, "Hey man, is it cool if Keys comes by tonight to lay down a part?" "On what song?" "On this particular song." And he's like, "Yeah, I wasn't gonna mix that one today, so fuck it, fine." He was stoked to have Keegs on, but yeah, Keegs came down and laid some vocals down on a record that totally changed a song entirely, and
That's
yeah, I
fucking
nailed it
rad.
in one take.
Yeah.
But yeah,
He's a
so
professional.
Yeah.
being a big fan of that guy, that was really cool to have him come down and do that.
Yeah, fuck. Isn't it awesome when shit like that happens?
Totally.
You know, the universe just unfolds and fucking something cool like that happens. I noticed just in listening to this newer record, because I didn't notice it so much when you guys first came on the scene and stuff, but there's definitely, wouldn't you agree, a Priestess influence there.
Totally. I'm a huge Priestess fan.
Yeah,
I'm sure it shows.
Yeah, no, it's killer, and it's really funny when in, I guess it would have been grade 10 and 11, I lived in Quebec, and I lived an hour north of Montreal, and I went to this, my parents wanted to throw me, well, my dad wanted to just throw me into French school, because there was a French school right up the road. And I was like, "No, I'm a giant. They're going to stab me. They're going to kill me for sure." And which actually has turned out to be the biggest regret in my life. I kind of wish that I would have just, because I know French and blah, blah, blah. But anyways, so I ended up being bussed an hour and a half each way to go to English school in Quebec. And it was so funny, man, the English school out there. There was no extracurricular activities. Everything was cut and all this stuff. It was fucking, yeah, just as hilariously shitty as you could think it would be. And, but I went to school with this guy, Mikey, and he was always the chicken-picking blues guitar player, black guy in a 16-year-old white guy's body playing guitar at lunch and stuff, and we ended up becoming not best friends or anything, but friends, and then so fast forward to Monsters of Rock, which was in 2008, and I'm working backline, and I'm standing on stage, and Jason Clare's there, and Jason Clare and I were doing backline together, and I'm like, he's talking to this dude, and I'm like, fuck, man, that looks like a fat Mikey Hepner. And then I walk up to him, and I'm like, Mikey! And he's like, Nate! And it was this is the first time we had seen each other since fucking high school. We're standing on stage at McMahon Stadium. I'm like, what are you doing here? He's like, I'm in Priestess. I'm like, fuck, no way! Are you fucking serious? And then it was them, I think they were first or second that day of that whole thing, but They fucking killed it, man. And then I actually ended up seeing him again at Sled Island. He has that band Beat Cops.
Beat Cops is great.
Yeah, and
they already broke up. They were like the shortest lived band.
I know, fuck. Yeah, it doesn't. It kind of. I don't know. It doesn't. These artist types, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't really,
Well,
really
same with
surprise me.
Uncle Bad Touch. He did that for like 2 years and then
Sure,
broke up.
yeah.
That made Beat Cops. Like, I'm excited to see what happens next. But
Yeah, for sure. It's really weird. That school I went to, there's like, I mean, there's stories the other way, obviously, I'm sure, but there's a few people that have gone, like, this one dude, Jordan, he's fucking Lauryn Hill's guitar player. Like, what the fuck? How does that happen? Like, this dude just...
You went to the
know.
right school. How did you end up in this basement?
yeah, no doubt. And then another one was like my friend Zara, who she was just like a really kind of quiet, pudgy little like book nerd. Like she's like a fucking fitness model now, and it's like has all the pictures on her Facebook are like with Arnold Schwarzenegger, and she was in like FHM and fucking Maxim and all those crazy magazines back in the day. It's like fucking weird, you know. And then other guys, like, I mean, it's not so glamorous, but it's like #1 fucking real estate guy in town there now, and he's just fucking so weird. Like, Danny, what, you know? And then, like I say, I'm sure it goes the other way too. I'm sure there's a bunch of them that are dead or fucking heroin addicts and, and all this. Like, I wonder what that one black guy. I wonder what he's doing now, because it looked like he had a rap game happening for sure. So. But yeah, that blew my mind to see somebody you haven't seen since high school. Because I guess it would have been 8 years because I graduated in 2000. So, well, it would have been 10 years I hadn't seen him. So, again, another universe thing, right? Just fucking wild.
that's cool.
Yeah. So, tell the people, you guys haven't gone through a ton of member changes, have you? But could you tell them how Kevin came along?
Yeah, we had a bunch of temporary drummers. We'll put it that way.
Oh, is that what happened? Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
we'll go with
Temporary drummer. Really?
Am I another one of these temporary drummers?
No, Kevin's the only permanent drummer. Yeah, no, we had drummers who weren't as like committed. We
Right.
kind of knew that right from the get-go. So we kind of did what
Why
we
do you
could.
think? Just because the genre, or
Musically, they just weren't as into it. So our
Yeah.
first drummer, like Fitzy, like Caught Off Guard and stuff. So he kind of told us like right up front. He's like, "Man, I really want to help you guys get your band going. I'm super more into pop punk and
Right.
all that kind of stuff. I will do as much as I possibly can."
Sure.
And so he did. And then we had another friend who kind of took over, and he kind of was up front as well. Like, I'm more into like 80s metal. like, okay, like we'll try and work with this a little bit. And, like, so we just
I want to be in Manowar. Yeah. I have to. I'm
I
starting
want to be in
Manowar.
Manowar, man. Fuck. Who doesn't want to be in
No
Manowar?
shit.
But yeah, he
Manowar is a metal band,
I know
guys.
shit.
Are they epic?
Oh, dude. Are they? They are the
All right,
epicest.
shirts
Do they
off.
hold their
everybody.
swords in the
Shirts
wind?
off. Get your leather on. Okay, so
yeah,
and then these guys just kind of fizzled out, and Kevin.
Yeah,
ended
Yeah, actually, basically what happened was the drummer before Kevin decided it wasn't for him. Just out of the blue, said, "Nope, this is it. See you
working
later."
for things is hard.
So
up. Yeah.
so
Been
we're like,
practicing.
okay, well, we're out of drummer. What
Playing
do we do
open
now?
hi-hat is hard.
Pretty much.
Don't get me started on that shit.
So I was getting my hair cut, and I don't know. I don't know if you know
True story.
Corbett.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Ray Corbett. Yeah,
So
I don't know him, but I know he has
Okay,
a-
yeah, I was kind of bitching to him, like, well, what am I supposed to do without a drummer? And he's like, well, I'm a drummer. Like, I could fill in.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that'd be cool. Sure. And then, so the next person to walk through the door after me is Kevin, and he's like, yeah, so I hear Woodhawk needs a new drummer, so I'm thinking about seeing if I can drum for them. And Kevin's like, Woodhawk, you say?
Yeah.
I should preface this by saying I'm a super Woodhawk
Yeah.
fan. Like, I was
Yeah.
a major fan of this
No,
band.
and I mean, big props there, because I noticed, like, I remember mixing you guys when you first came out at Dickens, like, fucking, I don't know, 2-3 years ago.
Yep.
And just thinking, like, fuck, man, like, you guys really have some tunes, you know? You can really write some killer tunes, so.
Thank you.
That are distinct, like, that are distinct, like awesome songs. So I think that everybody should go buy all your records on vinyl and CD.
I
really
spent
appreciate it.
the entire last year, all summer, like texting these guys, like, because like after my haircut, I went and like texted everyone I know. I'm like, you need to get me in touch with these guys. I need to be in this band.
Cool.
And then they're like, well, we're not really looking for a drummer. This is actually kind of a weird that you even know that we're looking for a drummer.
It was less than 24 hours.
Yeah.
I shit you
The
not.
first person I said, we're looking for a drummer.
And so like I was all summer, I was like, I'm your drummer. Let me come play. And like, oh, we're gonna take the summer off, and so then like, oh, okay, here's some tracks. And like the first jam, I like knew like almost 15 songs. I was just like, I know all of your songs.
Yeah. You have no choice.
Yeah, like, and we jammed. It was good, and then they're like, well, we're not really sure, so you know, we need you to come back. I'm like, all right, well, I'll learn more songs. Send me more songs. And then yeah.
Nancy, you should go live.
Ever since they said yes, we've been just like on this like train, just like
Yeah,
let's
fucking
go.
A. Well, and you know, it seems like
We take it seriously, like let's
no, that's cool. And you plan. You plan correctly.
That's very
which
key
is,
when you're trying to plan like
Yeah.
a tour or even like any show.
life.
Like,
a career.
this is probably the most of my life's ever been planned out. Like I know what I'm doing into the fall this year. I'm like, holy shit! Like,
Yeah, no, I mean that's fucking huge, man. And hey, you know, it's a long way to the top if you want to rock and roll, there, little boy. So you better have your shit together. Any aspiring musicians, it's like that's the way to do it, man. Is to like, you know, like you were saying, we were talking to this guy for like fucking 6 months and passing back. I mean, isn't it amazing that you can do that now? It used to be, oh, we're gonna have this producer, and then you have to make all these changes like the fucking 2 days of rehearsals before, you know, as opposed to like bouncing shit off this guy and then being able to work on it and hear it, hear the new stuff and hear the and agree with it and go, fuck, this is cool, you know?
and here's someone else's opinion on something you've worked on.
Sure.
And like
yeah.
being open to that is like, you know, it's hard to think about, but like, no, if you want to let someone in, they're trying to help. Like,
Yeah.
not once did I ever think that he was trying to like do anything. It was just like besides helpless. It was just like,
Yeah.
how can we make this the best record? And he always like every idea was just like, yeah, that's a really good idea, man. I never thought of that.
Yeah, isn't that funny? I mean, like, I feel like people maybe from, like, my generation or our generation or whatever you want to call it, they really read the magazines and drank the Kool-Aid with producers. They're like, oh, I'm not going to have some fucking asshole tell me how it's done, you know? I know what my music is. And it's like, whoa, bro. I mean, like, and I've learned this becoming a record producer is that if I hear something, I'm going to tell the band. I'm going to be like, oh man, I'm hearing this thing. So, and that's all it is. That's all where it comes from, is like, that sounds like incorrect for some reason, and this might sound correct. So I don't know.
You can still disagree. Like we still disagreed
yeah.
on things, but what? Like,
Sure.
But it started a discussion. It was like, hey,
Yeah.
maybe we should think about this part, or like,
Yeah.
maybe this part is too long, or this one thing isn't long enough.
Yeah. It's actually really translated into like how even my band is writing songs now. Like last night, I remember we were working on a new EP, and I'm like, let's just start at not that. Let's just like, and I've realized that we've always just gotten ahead of ourselves. Like, I'm in a brutal death metal, technical death metal, so it's easy to fucking be like, instead of just playing like some straight beat, you know, having triplets over doubles and doing all this shit, as opposed to like, whoa, like, how about we don't put a fill there? How about we don't do stuff and start from there and then add it after, which is proving to be interesting, because it's really, especially with the death metal thing, it's like, it's so easy for it to turn into a cacophony of just insanity. So.
Is that the explanation for the cowbell?
No, the cowbell's a click. Yeah, the cowbell is. I worked with this producer with Throne of Vengeance. They flew up this producer, Paul Sabu. He's a fucking rad dude. fucking straight out of the 80s, this guy. Holy shit. He had the fucking hair, man. Like, unreal.
He sounds expensive.
I think he was a decent deal.
You said they flew him up. That sounds expensive.
Yeah, well, that's cheaper than going down there. 4 or 5 dudes, right? Going down to California or whatever. So, and I remember it being so, like, because I was a new engineer, and just being like, wow, what are you doing there, man? What's this? Why are you doing that? He's like, dude, does it sound good? I'm like, yeah. He's like, well, just that's why. that's what we do. We just make stuff sound good. But he actually recorded this cowbell. It's an actual recording of not a fucking shitty digital cowbell. And he gave it to me, and ever since then I've been using it for my click tracks, because when you're on it, you can't hear it anymore. Like when you're as tight as you need to be, it disappears.
Think you're off. And you think you're off.
Yeah,
I can't hear that anymore. Like,
yeah, and that's what's really it's kind of musical. So, I mean, if you're gonna do clicks, which I don't really want to do them either, but it saves you so much fucking time in the studio that you just fucking have to. So.
I think we used the standard jam block sound for our click. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. Sure. Like the wood block thing.
Yeah, it's the sound I don't even want to repeat ever again.
Yeah.
I never want to hear that sound as long as I live.
That's what happens. Yeah.
Like I'm talking months of that sound.
Yeah. That's what I've been working with Statue Demure there, and we've been since November. Just clanging the fuck away. They're all having nightmares to cowbells and stuff, but it's cool. So I wanted to talk a little bit. I mean, this might be boring for the listeners, but I don't really care because it's free. This show's free, and I don't care. But could you talk a bit about your drums? I want to talk about your guys' gear because it's really awesome. So
sure.
You still got the Milne drums, right?
Yep, I still
You're sponsored by Milne?
Yep, the Milne custom drums.
And are you still sponsored by Los Cabos sticks too? Oh, that's fucking dope as fuck.
They've been great to me. They enable me to do a lot of the stuff I'm able to do, like a lot of the stick tossing.
Because you don't have to pay. Oh, because you don't have to pay for sticks.
Yeah, I pay, but they're just cheaper.
Oh, right. Okay.
And it gives me a little something to advertise, something to pump out, and always love tossing drumsticks. I always have, and now it's just a little more affordable.
Yeah,
they've granted me that. They've been with them for almost 3 years now.
I was thinking, sorry to cut you off, I was thinking about it the other day, fucking sticks are expensive, aren't they?
Yeah, $12 a pair, dude.
$12 isn't that fucked up?
Yeah.
What's a pack of strings? $8 for guitar strings?
Bass strings.
Well, I remember I was using these, there was a while where I was using these, I still using the Warwick Dark Lord strings, because I play F sharp and it's dumb. I have to have big bow cables. And before they had some weird fucking deal with Diodario, and they were made in Germany, they were $100 a fucking pack.
No way.
And now they're 40, which isn't bad, but anyways. Sorry.
$40, eh? Yeah, $12 a pair.
$12 a pair. Yeah, I put on 2 fucking packs of strings a year.
I
you go through fucking how many strings sticks and
fortunately, I don't actually break. I don't break very many sticks. Although my technique is very big and heavy and loud, I tend to actually lose sticks in the crowd more than I actually do lose them from breaking them.
Okay.
Just because of, the way I've learned my technique, it's more of a snap of the wrist, and it looks really big, but it's
whipping the stagecoach.
Yeah, essentially. Yeah.
I know what you mean.
Real whiplash kind of style. But being with Los Cabos, kind of just those guys are very super supportive. So
how'd that happen? Did they approach you, or did you go to them?
No, I pushed for that. I had been playing Los Cabos drumsticks for 8 years or so.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Already you were playing them?
Yeah, they're just my preferred drumstick. And then one day I just made a video, a DVD of me doing stupid shit live, and essentially being me.
Yeah.
So I made a 4-minute clip, and then I had one of my friends who used to write for Beetroot.
Okay.
She made a bio for me, and she just made it sound massive, this guy's the most amazing, and I'm just holy shit, man! But when you get someone else to write a bio for you, it sounds legit.
Yeah.
So and then
doesn't it suck trying to write a bio for yourself?
You can't do it.
That's like, I don't know. It's like jerking yourself off and giving yourself a reach around. How do you do that?
One at a time, sir. One at a time. So I had her made me a bio, and I sent in an application and said, hey, been playing your sticks for this many years.
Cool.
And they, like, pretty much the next day were just like, yeah, you'd be a great addition. And I was just, like, shocked. And at the time, I was in Daywalker, and we were, like, doing a lot of things. And it was just like, yeah. And then even when that dissolved and all that stuff, they still supported me. Even there was, like, that gray area where I wasn't really playing much and all that. But,
oh, yeah, okay.
But now they're just always, they send me random things to test in the mail all the time. Just, like, try these out, give us a review on them, and
very cool.
And then I have the Milne Drums endorsement still, but
the Milne stave drums.
Yeah, they based out of Calgary, but I don't think they're making drums right now.
Okay.
But yeah, Mark and Matt, they hooked me up with a oak custom drum kit.
Yeah. So, well, explain to them what a stave drum is, because if you don't,
stave drums is essentially
instead of like a shell
blocks of wood.
Yeah, instead of a shell of plywood.
Yeah, they're instead of like a bunch, like a straight wood bent into a drum shape.
Yeah.
They're blocks of wood milled and then routed out into a circle.
Right.
So they're not as strong. You can't stand on them.
Right.
Because it's just like
they're like laminated vertically.
Yeah.
So
like a small piece of them, each one is routed out. So when you snap them together, they form a circle.
Right.
And then they're all glued together and then routed out into the drum size.
That's fucking cool.
Yeah, and so I have a drum kit, white oak, just a plain stain on it because I love just wood grain.
Yeah, fucking A.
Yeah, and I also play a Pearl session, like I used it in the studio, an old school Pearl session, and a 1990s Pearl Masters snare drum.
Oh yeah.
With gold hardware, because purple drums with gold hardware is the most beautiful thing.
Oh, that's like
in the entire world. So yeah, it's purple with gold hardware. I'm in love with it.
That's very regal.
I'll show you a picture. It's gorgeous.
So, you use the Pearl Sessions in the studio?
Yeah, I used it in the studio because
is that what they had there, or
nope?
Did you bring
that's what I brought with
kit?
me, but because I wanted the two floor toms.
Oh right, I remember the kit you're talking about now. Yeah, okay, cool.
Yeah, and then because the Milne Drums is only a 3-piece.
Right.
And so I wanted the extra floor tom in the studio, so brought the Pearl Sessions, also the best recorded drum kit I own. So
cool. So Micah, what do you run for a rig? What's your bass rig?
I got the orange AD200.
Mm-hmm.
Got the double stack, the 410 and the 115.
Fucking A.
It's loud and it's growly and kick ass.
Yeah, awesome.
And, also a Rickenbacker bass.
Oh, is that new?
I've had it for about a year.
Oh,
but,
okay.
Yeah, I wouldn't change a thing. I'd never go back to playing any other bass.
Oh, fuck, they're the shit.
That is my sound now.
Yeah. Fuck, I have a friend, Lindsay Arnold. She plays bass for the Press Gang.
Yeah.
And she's got 3 of those, eh?
Oh, yeah.
You know what else she's got? A fucking Marshall bass rig from the 70s, dude.
Wow.
This fucking thing is worth 10 grand. I'm not kidding. It's a full stack.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, her dad was a player back in the day, and he... oh, yeah. Oh, nice.
One of the Rickies was his, too.
Yeah, one of the Rickies was
Really?
his, yeah. And so it's like, oh, man, fuck. Yeah, fuck. If I didn't play in such a dumb band where we were in such a stupid fucking tuning, like I would fucking play one of those all day because the neck seems so awesome.
It plays you. You don't play the bass.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, you just you have a mind meld with it, and then fucking A. And what do you play, Turner? What's your rig? Are you an orange guy now too? You got all.
I've always been orange. I got Mike into
that's
orange.
because you have 2 rigs. You would always run,
I run 2
rigs.
half stacks. Yeah, 2 orange half stacks. Yeah.
Oh, and has it always been both orange?
Yeah.
Really?
Well, in fairness, every now and then I change. I have like an old Buddha, like before Buddha became like a big company.
Okay.
I have like one of the first 100 they ever made. So
Wow.
I do have an old Buddha amp. That's like my toy.
Sure.
But orange is like my main. Yeah, I have 2 orange stacks that I play.
You guys in like Kron Goblin and like Red Fang,
Yeah.
you need to just go to Orange and be like, just give us a plane.
Yeah.
Let us tour the world.
Orange plane.
Yeah, big orange plane. Okay, sorry.
Yeah, I got the orange stacks, and then I have the old Schwacka rotating pedals.
Oh, okay.
And a 90s Les Paul Custom.
Oh, cool.
That's just like my pride and joy.
Fucking rights.
Yeah, that's about it.
Oh, it's beef. It's all beef. It sounds really killer.
There's meat there, yes.
Yeah.
We all use in-ear monitors too, which is something that like nobody.
What? Really?
Yeah.
Really?
First time
Yeah.
we mixed us. Last time we were at Dickens, like over a year ago. That was the first time we ever used them.
Dude, the whole mixing thing is like, my brain is just fucking splashed. It's just a big liquid. It's like mercury when it comes to memories of mixing. I've mixed so many bands. It's so fucked. I can't. Like, I could have swore you had two different rigs. None of you had in-ears except for maybe him.
Kevin got us into them. When Kevin first joined the band, loudest fucking drummer we've ever played with. I had my ears ring for like 3 days afterwards.
Sure.
And so I was like, man, this sucks.
I had that effect on people.
We always had like wired in ears at practice, so we always had like long like headphone cables and stuff just
Right.
to make it easier to hear.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh, man, I think it'd be nice to actually buy like a wireless in-ear set to actually use.
Sure.
And I was like, even if I don't tell sound guys I have them, because I mean I'm not picky by any means. I just don't want my ears to bleed at the end of the show.
Yeah.
And yeah, we got them and
Oh, cool.
yeah, we're not
Very smart. Good move to do it
I've
early.
never blown my voice out since, and I've never had my
Right.
ears like hurt. Like I've before
And
that.
you can still hear yourself really
oh yeah,
well.
I can hear myself great. Yeah,
When
it's
you're
crazy.
singing.
Yeah.
It's amazing what that does.
No shit. We have the technology,
Yeah.
folks. I mean, go to the music store and pick them up today. Fuck.
I never knew why. Like we could practice for 3 or 4 hours, and with our little in-ear headphone set, I'm like, man, I can sing for hours. I go to a show and play for 45 minutes. By the end of the show, I'm like,
Yeah.
I was just pushing too hard. But yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I'm very pro in-ears because I mean,
And if you don't have in-ear, if you've never had them, you don't realize that's what's going on. Right?
totally, yeah.
You're just like, more monitors, more monitors.
Can you pull that
Fucking
speaker
man
anymore?
child.
Doesn't sound like it's loud enough.
Do you remember when you did Die Mannequin? And she
Do I remember? Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been trying to repress that memory, but
Yeah, so that's when Mike and I were in Shotgun Dolls way back then. And
Yeah.
and Nancy was
wow,
clued in.
there we go. Yeah, I did too, actually.
But yeah, I remember because we opened for them at that show, and she was like, "Fucking monitor doesn't work." And you're like, "You have a JCM 800 that's like cranked to 10. Can you fucking turn your amp down?"
Oh man, it was so fucked, eh?
Didn't
Was
the
I
manager
wrong?
like ream you out?
Oh yeah. Oh, I got told to apologize to her and all this. Fuck off, dude. Anyways, I don't know. Whatever.
If she had in-ears, it wouldn't have been a problem.
Yes, that's the point. That's the point. Whatever her name is, go get some goddamn in-ears. Let's just leave it at that.
Man, Long McQuaid will finance you that shit.
No doubt.
That's what I
It's
did.
like $40 a month.
And then
man.
I paid some guy in town to like custom mold them, which was that
sounds
wasn't
sketchy.
cheap at all.
Yeah, I think that's like a couple $100.
It was $500.
It was $500.
And these guys just got them made, and it was like what, 7.
Yeah, there were 7. We got them in on a place in
No.
Vancouver. Yeah.
How much
Yeah.
are hearing
I
aids?
guess though,
Exactly.
that's
That's-
what you're getting. You're getting a fucking molding hearing aid.
I
Yeah.
practice 5 nights a week,
Molded
and
hearing
my
aid.
hearing is great. Like
Yeah.
Sure.
my ears never ringing. We practiced before we came here, and it's fine. It's
It's a
like,
low volume.
And you're still smoking the fuck out of everything.
Yeah.
Well, that's
no,
why too.
Yeah.
I only have one speed. Like,
And intensity. Yeah. It's
that's
awesome.
why these guys have in-ears.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, when
Good
you're hitting
investment,
it.
though.
I know
You must
how
go
I am.
through a lot of symbols.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
For sure. Yeah.
Symbol
Come on,
endorsements are
Zildjian,
tough.
get your shit together.
Symbol endorsements are tough, man. It's
That's
like,
what I hear. You gotta be a real
Make
motherfucker.
full use of that 1-year warranty, man. Like
Oh, really?
yeah.
Zildjian has.
I
or
essentially
who?
They've
replace
all
my
up to
cymbals
2.
once a year.
All 2 year.
Well, because I replace them a few times a year, but every once a year I have to pay for new ones.
Did you know that there's a glitch in the system for cymbals? if you buy within 2 years, and at the end of the year you replace your symbol, that new symbol has a warranty again for 2 years.
Oh shit!
You heard it here
A lot of
first.
people don't know that.
This is a part of the show called Scam the World. It's where we do 3-card Monty and stuff. No, fucking right. Well, remember the Planet Waves cables?
Yeah.
I always bought those because you buy them once.
Yeah.
And they have a lifetime guarantee. It's like, oh, a symbol fell over, cut this thing in half. Oh, I'm taking this to the music store.
Some of the
I have a
generic
reason to go there
Long McQuaid
now.
cables.
Sorry?
All the like generic Long McQuaid cables all have that. They try and sell
Do
you on,
they
like,
too?
all
Oh,
the pro
God.
ones, they're like lifetime warranty. If you read the back of the cheapest cable, it's like lifetime warranty. No matter what you buy, lifetime warranty for all their cables.
Oh, yeah, that's the shit right there.
I actually went from like playing a 2B drumstick to a 5B because I was breaking so many cymbals, and I was like, I have a stick endorsement. Let's get a smaller stick. Maybe I'll break more sticks and less cymbals.
Ah.
So like now I play a 5B, and it seems to be like leveled out. Like the amount of times I have to purchase new cymbals, and of course I play massive oversized cymbals because I only have 2.
Right.
So
make them big and thick.
Yeah, I just make the biggest cymbals, but those are the most expensive cymbals.
Oh, sure.
But it can kind of evens itself out when you're only buying 2.
Yeah.
Still
No,
sucks.
fucking wild, man. Holy shit. Yeah, I've had like 4 Planet Wave cables for like 8 years now. You know what I mean? I had to replace them like every month for the first while, but then now I've had the same ones forever. I don't know if they do that deal anymore, too.
They do.
I think for Planet Waves.
Yeah.
Huh. Interesting. You know what's
Still good.
fucked?
I don't work at a music store.
Yeah, no doubt. The amount of fucking people that leave cables like that are fucking $90 laying on the stage at Dickens. I mean, fuck.
Dude, people
Like,
forget guitars at shows.
Oh, dude, yeah. Well, actually, my guitar player forgot his fucking head once in Edmonton, and we never got it back. And it was a fucking dope 6505. Oh. Yeah, fuck.
That
And we
was
didn't
rough.
really. It
Tell
was
me that
one of
wasn't
those things
rust.
where it was like we didn't jam until like 2 months later, and it was like, "Where's my head?" Well, fuck, I don't know. Didn't you grab it? No, I thought you grabbed it. No, I thought you grabbed it. I'm like, fuck.
That's too long.
Shit.
Yeah, that's too long.
That's
That was-
ownership rules by that point.
No doubt. Well, that's why when we called the club, it wasn't there. Anybody happen to leave a PV guitar head there? Oh, no, it's been gone for a while. Fucking A. Well, thanks a lot for coming on the podcast, fellas.
Thanks for having us.
Much
Thank
appreciated.
Thanks for having us, Nate and Nancy.
Let's yeah. I didn't mention that we're getting hard in Nancy's basement this week.
Much more of a Silence of the Lambs feel.
Yeah, weird.
It's definitely no van or no bus.
The war room has been pretty cold. It's pretty cold up here in Canada right now, eh? And yeah, I didn't want everybody to freeze out in my fucking garage. So
I appreciate that. It's
yeah.
definitely
It's
warm.
rad in the
It's warmer.
summer. It's rad in the summer.
Very
It's,
considerate, thank you.
it's like a bigger bus. But
We have a bus.
yeah, okay, let's talk about your bus real quick before we end this off. Fuck yeah. What is it? Tell what kind of bus is it?
It's a handy bus. Like a.
Is it a Ford or Chevy?
It's a Ford.
Gangster.
Yeah. It's a real short bus.
Fucking A. Does it have the lift in it?
No, this one didn't.
Okay.
The other ones that we were looking at did.
What year?
It's a 2003.
Ooh,
It's got like
a
half
new
a
one.
million kilometers on it.
But it's
Half
diesel.
a million.
Yeah.
Is it diesel?
Oh yeah.
Oh, whoa. Crazy, man. Holy
Thing's a
shit.
champ.
We built bunk beds in it before we went on the last tour in April. So we have a bunk bed, futon that folds out. Well, we have a couch and all that kind of stuff in it as we
Fuck
hang out.
yes.
So
It's amazing
God
as
damn
a
it.
3-piece to have so much room. Because we tow a
Three-piece.
we tow
Dude,
a
that's so
trailer
funny.
too.
and
So,
we have
yeah,
a trailer.
totally. Yeah,
So
yeah.
all the gears,
Oh, that's the way to
everything's
do.
in the trailer. Like there's nothing in the bus besides like a bar and the
Yeah.
futon.
The couch.
Yeah, we've committed to stocking the bar for tours.
We got the
Nice.
Van Jamesons,
Yeah,
man.
that's right.
Wow, it's even got service.
Yeah.
You guys are servicing
But
it as
it's
well.
amazing. The thing is power. Like you don't even notice it going up the hills. Like it's
Dude, a diesel like that, those are million miles.
it's so efficient
yeah.
on fuel. Like it's cheaper than a van,
You know what's
and
funny?
we can sleep in it every night. Like
When we toured with Bad Animal and Double Fuzz, Bad Animal had all 5 of those dudes and like half their gear crammed in a little tiny Astro, and we were in the bus with a trailer, and we were
You could have parked the Astro inside the van.
Yeah.
Inside the bus.
and we talked to them about after shows, like how much we got paid, and like they're like, man, we're losing so much money. And we're like, dude, this is how much it costs to fill the bus. We're making money, and they're like, fuck.
we haven't filled up since Kelowna.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Weird,
Pulling
eh?
a trailer, and we were getting so much better
Every
mileage
day
in
they're
the
like,
Astro.
can we ride in your bus? Like, and like, like every night, one or two of them would hop in the bus with us and just like ride with us. Like, it's just so much more room.
Fuck, man. There was this band from, and maybe you guys will remember them, from like the Okanagan somewhere, Cold Driven. Did you know these guys?
No.
They had a full bore like Prevost bus with the tandem axle, like the double dualies on the back, and like a 54-foot bus that they could fucking put all the shit in. And apparently, allegedly, it was some 41's bus,
Oh, yeah.
and they bought it for like nothing. But so we butted heads when we first met because I'm retarded, and but then eventually we kind of became friends, and they invited me on the bus, which was very nice of them. And they were like, "Dude, this thing gets better gas mileage than our fucking Suburban with the trailer at all."
That's crazy.
Because we run this thing so light, because those things have straight 6s in them, man.
Yeah.
They don't have a big fucking V8 in them. So you're running this whole bus on a straight 6. It's just getting the fucking best gas mileage you ever did know, because it's all...
Once you get it going, it's going.
As
Like-
long as it's not weighted down. As long as it's
Yeah.
not like fucking... Because they're designed for like 55 people and all their shit.
Yeah.
You know, and if you got like fucking 6 dudes in there and some band gear, it's like fucking sitting at 20% of capacity, maybe. So
Nice.
I always thought that was interesting. Like fucking the bigger vehicle you get, it's almost like for what we're doing, it's almost a better idea to do something like that because
the space is worth it.
Oh, yeah.
fuck,
Oh,
I
totally.
bet.
Yeah.
Like just
When
like
you can rest without being
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
you know, sitting up in a van seat, like with your head bashing against the glass, you're trying to sleep. You haven't slept in 2 days.
Yeah, rotating
Yeah.
and someone sleeping on the couch as you drive is beautiful.
Oh man,
it's
oh yeah, I totally I'll mix you guys anywhere, man. I just want to
Now
hang
that
out
you
in the
know
bus
me.
and talk me down on price. Fucking, just want to hang out in the bus.
How many people we crammed? We crammed 5 people sleeping comfortably in the bus, haven't
Yeah.
we?
Wild,
Because like we'll pull out a cot, and we have like a side little bed that we'll pull out, and like we can comfortably sleep 5 people in that bus.
Yeah.
wild.
Very comfortable.
you just have to
So with
remember when you're on
with
the top bunk.
futon,
Yeah.
I see.
Because you wake up, you're like 6 inches from the roof. You have to remember that. I usually sleep on the top bunk, and every morning I'm just holy shit. You're good.
I'm not dead.
Just
I'm not
fucking-
dead.
Just like
every morning you
just
wake up.
sit.
Yeah.
Like,
So you have them like all 3 bunks, like on one side of the bus, kind of thing, built like.
Yeah, it's like a double on the bottom, so 2 of us have to share, and then one person on the top.
I see.
But it's still super comfy.
these guys
Yeah.
have known each other since they were kids, so
Yeah.
they can sleep together.
Yeah.
They're very comfortable with each other.
I was gonna be going
As
that
long as
section.
everybody's happy, I don't give a fuck. Nice try, though, Kevin. Trying to bait me in here. No, that's fucking amazing. So this thing's good to go across the country.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking right. So book them up. Book Woodhawk. So, you're doing pre-sale on your record right now, right?
Yeah.
Please promote that. Push it.
Woodhawk.bandcamp.com. We have vinyl, CDs, digital. Everything's on there right now. You get it, and you get the first single for free with it. For free. You get it right away. Not for free. It's like, but yeah, we have all the stuff on
free
the
with
arm.
purchase.
On the arm. Fucking right.
Yeah.
That's sweet.
Like, we've kept the shipping rates as low as we can possibly do it, and then they'll
Yeah, it costs a lot of money to ship vinyl, doesn't it?
Oh man, they're gonna have to go up after the pre-order, I think.
Right.
But we tried to keep them
So
as
get
low
in
as
now.
we could. Yeah, get it now
yeah.
because like now we're just gonna be like, it's
We're gonna
pitch
Canada Post the shit out of it.
Yeah, we went and got one of those like Canada
they're
Post like business cards right before we did this too, so you get like 5% discount.
Yeah.
Thanks, Canada
We'll
Post.
see
Yeah,
what
thanks.
pays off.
More scams. I love this.
Yeah.
This is going to become a fucking legit segment.
Well, we're in a,
to be-
we
It's
are
like,
in a
how do you
basement.
shoplift when you're on tour?
We are in a basement. This is feel like when this shit comes out.
Yeah, totally. It does look like we're planning a bank robbery right now. It definitely, it's like the old timbers and this fucking table's weirding me out. Yeah, it's under construction, yeah.
Please
It's
give
like-
us your money. Come to the release show. Buy the records.
Fucking A, that's sweet. Well, hey, I think we'll end her there. Thanks a lot, guys. Thanks for getting hard in Nate's backyard, which is in Nancy's basement today.
Thanks for getting hard in Nancy's basement.
yeah. Whatever we did here. That was much appreciated. And thanks for listening. Go to BigNateProductions.com. Look
Check out
up
all the
everything.
links to the-
Yeah, check out all the links. Go on YouTube. Or no. Go on iTunes and rate and subscribe to the podcast. Rate us high and leave a very good comment. Apparently that helps for some reason. I don't know. But if y'all could do that, that'd be amazing. But anyways, I wouldn't, but if you would, that would be pretty awesome. And go to, what's the Bandcamp again?
Woodhawk.bandcamp.com.
Fucking A. And pre-order fuck the son of what? No, what's your
Fuck
name?
Beyond the Sun.
This, oh my god, can we change the album art? It's not out yet. It's not out yet. Fuck Beyond the Sun, oh my god. Beyond the Sun. Check out Beyond the Sun. Pre-order it now. Get the vinyl, get the CD,
Woodhawkriffs.com.
and then buy it digitally too, just to be a real fan.
WoodhawkRiffs.com.
Woodhawkriffs.com. Oh, there's
That's your link to everything.
there you go.
Everything.
Just go
Instagram,
there
Twitter,
and-
Facebook is Woodhawk Riffs.
Oh man, get
Except for Bandcamp.
socially face bashed at woodhawkriffs.com. Get your Woodhawk. Get it in you over at woodhawkriffs.com. Fucking A. Cheers. Thanks a lot. Thanks for listening. Thanks for getting hard in Nate's backyard. Peace.